Hi everybody, so it's Miranda and let's try and get this video started before I have to go to a physio appointment in a half hour. So yeah, I am wearing PJs because I feel like the type of video this is going to be, PJs are the most appropriate thing to have on. But we are going to be talking about reverse Kegels today. In my past videos I did talk about that there are 5 steps and different exercises for my reverse Kegels. So we're going to be going through those today. So by no means am I a professional. I am not a physiotherapist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a gynecologist. So if you are feeling some symptoms and you do feel like you are struggling with the same things that I have talked about in my past videos, then I strongly suggest you go and book an appointment with your doctor or go and get an appointment with a physiotherapist, because they will be able to break down everything a lot better than I can, and they'll most likely help you out. My videos aren't to help you diagnose yourself in any way. I also don't recommend searching up your symptoms on the internet, because usually they just make you really stressed out and put very negative thoughts in your heads and just adds to the concern that you probably already have. So I am just going to lay out what I do in my own terminology. I'm going to try my best to explain it. But again, if you are dealing with some bad health issues, this is not, you can follow it if you want to, but this is not a professional remedy and it will most likely not cure you. But yeah, this is just to get out what I do personally and what helps me, and it actually took a really long time to actually get this exercise to start helping me. So let's get started. So the first thing is, I usually just sit in a comfortable position. Right now I have my knees crossed, and this is just to start you off with breathing. I know I always talk about belly breathing, belly breathing, belly breathing. Very important, but make sure to do that when you're doing this. It's just have good posture. You want to try, sometimes I can't do this, but try to inhale and have it take 5 to 7 seconds, or whatever is comfortable for you. When you breathe in, you want to try and bring in your breath to your vaginal muscles and your pelvic floor. So when you breathe in, you should feel kind of like your vaginal muscles are expanding along with your belly expanding. That is your diaphragm working. So when you breathe in, it's kind of like when your belly is inflating, you feel it inflate below as well. No pushing, just relax. You want to imagine that it is like a tight flower, a tight big flower, and it is opening up petal by petal for each breath. You want to do this about 5 breaths, just to calm you down and try and relax your pelvic floor muscles. Okay, so I'm pretty sure most of you know what child's pose is. This is the second one. You get in a child's pose, but you have each hand on one of your sit bones. When I do this, my butt doesn't touch my heels anyways, whether my feet are like this or like this. But if you are pretty flexible and your sit bones do touch your heels, you can use a pillow to just place a gap in here. So like this, you can sit on it. It's pretty comfortable, but my body doesn't want to do that anyways. Like, it doesn't sit down far enough. Get into child's pose. Or you can have your feet like straight, doesn't matter. And then same with the breathing technique on the first one. You want to have each hand on one of your sit bones. Okay, so make sure your breath in lasts as long as your pelvic floor release. So when you feel your pelvic floor releasing and kind of inflating, that is the same time as your belly inflating when you breathe in. So same with the whole flower technique. But you want to imagine your sit bones moving apart from each other every time you breathe in. So it kind of just helps you imagine when your hand is placed on your sit bones. So when you're down here like this, when you breathe in, you want to imagine your sit bones moving apart from each other and your pelvic floor releasing. Do that for about 5 breaths as well. Okay, so the third one, yes, I'm on my floor, is kind of the same as the second one, but you lay on your right side and you do this, and then after those 5 breaths, you lay on your left side. So when you are laying on your side, you just use one hand on the sit bone that is towards the air, not towards the ground, not the one that you're sitting on. And then every time you breathe in and you feel your pelvic floor release, you want to try and make that breath last for about 5 seconds. And that is when you're holding your sit bone apart from the other. And then when you are done holding that breath, you start back at the start position. So you exhale and you let go. And then you do it again. So yeah, 5 breaths. Once you're done that, then you move on to the other side. And that is the third exercise. I'm going to start on the left side first. And yeah, so just sit comfortably. You can, for me, it's comfortable to just have my leg up like this. And then this one straight out. When you breathe in, you just like pull your sit bone away and have your pelvic floor release. Then you breathe out, relax. And when you do it again, you should feel your vaginal muscles dropping outward. It's not a push, but you should feel it moving out. And after 5 breaths, you do it on the other side. So same thing. I think you get the idea. So the fourth one is stomach lying, sit bones apart. So you're pretty much just laying on your belly. So when you're laying on your belly, like this, you put both hands on both of your sit bones as well. So hold your sit bones, holding your butt. And to prove that you are belly breathing, you will feel your belly inflate, and it is on the ground, so you should feel you raising and a little pressure on your belly. That is normal, and that is how you know you are belly breathing. Hold each of your sit bones, and when you breathe in, you want to pull them apart. Not hard, but like just to help you imagine that they're separating from each other. And you want to feel your pelvic floor and vaginal muscles lengthen or drop. And once you are done a full breathe in, when you are exhaling, you want to release and get back to a neutral position. And then you redo that 5 times as well. And then the fifth one, the last one, is double voiding. So as this feeling is still fresh, you might feel as if you need to go to the bathroom, or you might have to go to the bathroom, or you went to the bathroom before you even started doing this. But while it's still fresh in your mind and your body, go to the toilet. I'm not going to record myself doing that. But you go to the bathroom, and then when you're sitting on the toilet, you pretty much do the same exercise. A mixture of all of them. You're just breathing in, relaxing, letting your pelvic floor and your vaginal muscles release, drop, or lengthen. Kind of like a push forward, but not actually pushing. And it should help you go to the bathroom. Your body naturally goes to the bathroom anyways. And once you are done that, you might feel like you don't have to go anymore, but if you do it for another 2 to 3 times, you will completely empty your bladder. The leftover pee that you have, it will come out. Or same with like pooping or something. If you have to go, just make sure your bowels and bladder are completely emptying, and this exercise actually helps with that. So that is my reverse Kegels that I do. I mainly only do this side one, and that is when I have really bad stomach cramps, or I do them out in public. No one really knows you're doing them, but if I feel like a tense burning sensation down there, or it feels sore, mostly because I'm anxious, these reverse Kegels actually help neutralize the issue that I'm having, and it usually goes away. For me personally, when I'm really anxious or stressed out, I get that feeling, but it's nothing to be worried about. I just need to know I need to relax, and these help me out with it. Yeah, this is what I was told from my physiotherapist, and it's still helping me out to this day. So thanks for watching. Have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.